Hello, what is up my people? It's your boy Larux, and so today I'm gonna be doing a smoky, how to start a smoky and eggs vendor business. And so before I continue, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video if you enjoy. My goal is to make all the how-to videos and to give you guys all these business tips, ideas and how to guides. I'm developing all business guides and I'm gonna be putting them in PDF format, and I'm gonna be putting them on a website called rooks.co.k. so if you want this guide, go to rooks.co.k and you will find all these guides. Without further ado, let us begin this video. First of all, we're gonna begin with things you need to consider before starting this business. So first of all, more vendors are opening than closing this smoky business. So what does this mean? If more people are opening than closing, more people opening than closing means that there is money to be made. It means that this business has a lot of money, and that's why so many people are drawn inside, are going into this business. So it means there is money to be made, and this money can be made by you. Another thing is that barriers to entry are minimal. This means that anyone can do this kind of business. You do not require any special skill. And the other thing is many are operating illegally. So many smoky vendors do not have the legal requirements, and I'll get into the legal requirements of what you need so that you don't clash with the city council in Nairobi. No one wants to clash with those guys. So the other thing is there are no skills needed, as I talked about in the many people in the barriers to entry are minimal sector. You don't need any skills. All you need is just to boil the smokies with deep fried oil and to boil eggs. That's it. There's no specific skill required. Anyone can do this type of business. The problem with this is that the competition will increase. Because anyone can enter this business, it means that the competition will be more intense as opposed to a business which the barriers to entry are high. The other thing is the market is able to sustain newcomers. Despite many people entering this business and this business having a low barrier to entry, the business is still able to sustain newcomers like you who is watching this video. The other thing is when it comes to services like this, demand reduces in case of a collapse of the economy. Say for example, in this pandemic, most Kenyans will avoid luxuries such as smokies. This is because it is not a necessity, and therefore they will focus on other necessities such as food and shelter and avoid things like smoky. So this is one of the disadvantages of this smoky business. When it comes to economic collapse, the demand for smoky services reduces, as people will hoard their money, use them for something they need instead of a luxury like smoky or eggs. The other thing is competition declines as you move away from major cities like Nairobi, Kisumu and Mombasa. The more you move towards the rural areas, the more you move towards the rural areas, the less your competition becomes. So this can also be a bad thing, because the more you move into the rural areas, the less likely you have to get more customers as opposed to staying in a major city like Nairobi. Another thing is it is a high traffic business. So the more you situate yourself in a place where you can get many people, the higher your sales will be. This is a no-brainer really, and I should be telling you guys this. However, I have to do this for you guys. Another thing you should know is that card vendors are not allowed in the CBD area. So if you're planning to go to the CBD area, you'll encounter those kanjo people, and therefore you'll not make your sales and you'll not succeed in this business. So the thing that people used to do before the lockdown is the smoky vendors used to go there at night when the kanjo are not there and sell the smokies overnight. But now there's the curfew, so it's going to be hard for you to go and sell smokies at the CBD area at night especially. So another thing you should know is that this is a business that before buying, people judge you by appearance. So make sure your appearance is spot on. Make sure you look decent, you look clean, you are well groomed, and you are dressed in a way that is appealing to your potential customer. So the major determining factor of women purchasing from you is how well groomed you are. So keep this in mind if you are going to target the male customer as well as the female customers. So we have two categories of the smokies and eggs business. So the first of all, we have the cart vendor mwenye anasukumanga kale katroli You know that trolley, everyone knows that trolley. So this trolley goes for around 6,500 to 10,000 shillings. So the best is the farmer's choice. However, you can buy from Jua Kali. So the other category of smokies and eggs businesses, the person who is selling with the hot pot, mwenye anabuy hot pot and anauza through the hot pot. It's not very common these days, but if you're starting out, you can start with that the hot pot if you want. So we got the equipment. So the equipment, we have the cart. So the cart is 6,500 to 7,500. A hot pot is 2,000 to 3,000 shillings. That's a no-brainer really. So we have the Jua Kali cart and the farmer's choice cart. So the problem with the farmer's choice cart is you are required to put only farmer's choice products. So if you put eggs, it's against their policy. However, people still do put eggs in the farmer's choice carts. We all know how Kenyans are, and they do not follow these rules, and some will put eggs into the farmer's choice carts. However, you are not supposed to do so. The Jua Kali carts, you can put the eggs and the smokies, but obviously the farmer's choice carts are of higher quality. I'm not saying that you can't get higher quality cart with the Jua Kali carts. You can get, but it's recommended you go for the farmer's choice cart. However, you can go for the Jua Kali cart. Again, it's not if you want to sell the smokies and eggs. So another thing is jiko. The jiko is placed on the lower compartment of the cart, and this is used to warm the smokies. There's nothing as bad as eating a cold smoky. No one wants to eat a cold smoky. So the jiko, you have to buy the jiko, and so that you can keep your eggs and smokies warm. So we have the other things are the forks, spoons, knives, and containers for handling, as well as cutting smokies and selling them to your customers, and the kachumbari container also. So kachumbari is a must-have if you want to succeed in this business, because most people eat smokies and eggs because of the kachumbari. So licenses, we have the county government license. So the county government license is the hawker's license. This gives you the permission to sell things as a hawker. And the other license is the medical license, which goes for around 1050 cashes. So the county government license goes for around 3,000 cashes, and the medical license goes for 1050 cashes. So we also have the process. So most smoky sellers buy from hotels, and then they put them in the cart, and then they distribute them around Nairobi and sell to people. They buy from hotels that have cooked. Other hotels do allow you to cook, and you cook there, and then you pay them a fee. The fee can be 20 shillings to around 50 shillings. The main reason for closing this business is people heading out to more profitable ventures. Let's say a person can decide to do a smoky business for 2 months and venture into something else after 2 months. So that is the major reason why. So let's go to the stock. So currently, as I am making this video, the 22 pieces of smokies goes for around 330 cashes, and 30 eggs go for around 300 shillings. So the average daily revenue for a regular vendor in Nairobi is 650 cashes. This is around 26 smokies. And the lowest ever recorded revenue for smoky vendors was 250 shillings, which is 10 smokies. And the highest ever recorded smoky sales per day was 320, which is 8,100 shillings per day for selling smokies. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And let's move to eggs. So the average smoky and eggs vendor sells around 30 eggs on an average day, which is around 600 shillings. And the lowest ever recorded smoky and eggs vendor selling 14 eggs per day, which was 280 shillings. And the highest ever recorded number of egg sales in a day was 400 eggs, which is 8,000 shillings per day, selling eggs only. That is it, I guess. That is it. That is the full guide. And again, if you want to get more sales, you have to situate yourself in a place that has high foot traffic. If you want to, that is the only way to get more sales. Yeah, so that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed. And if you have any ideas, comment down below and tell me what else you'd want to see from this channel. Any business guide you want, I will look into it. So see you later. Bye. Boom.